Welcome to the second episode of Speaking My Mind with your host, Logan Rosales, which is me. And, today we're going to do a full podcast, which is going to be fun on a bun. It's going to be fun. So I guess we'll start off today with stupid challenges. These are challenges that have either been going on today, not today. Well, maybe today. You never know. There's people out there who might be doing it right now. And they're idiots. But this is just challenges that I've seen on the internet. And I found them really stupid. And it's just dumb. So here we go. The first stupid challenge we have here is the salt and ice challenge. After you hear that, you're probably wondering, what is it? Well, I'll tell you. It's when you put some salt on your arm or anywhere on your body. Who cares? Don't do it. It's okay. You pour salt somewhere on your body, then you put an ice cube on it, and you see how long you can go with it on. Now, if you're not aware, salt and ice do not go well together. You'll get second-degree burns. Who would do this? I don't know. Just stupid idiots or something. I mean, come on. And then here for our second stupid challenge. It's called the choking game. Yeah. Just let that sink in for a second. The choking game. Just think about it. Just think about it. Yeah. It's stupid. If you didn't get it by the title, you choke your friend. And, you just choke your friend. I don't even know anymore. What? Oh, I have an idea. Let's go over to our friends and let's choke them and see how long he can go. What? Stupid. Oh, you know what else is stupid? Car surfing. That's also on here on the list here. Car surfing. You get on top of your car and you start surfing. What? Oh, I have an idea. Let's go on top of the car, go 50 miles per hour and surf on it. What the heck? Why? No. You're gonna fall. This is why you wear seatbelts, alright? See, it's the law. You buckle up. I don't know. It's stupid. It's stupid. And then another challenge, which I don't know who had the idea of this or why they thought it'd be a great idea, but it's the condom challenge. And what you do is you snort it up your nose and pull it out your mouth. Whose idea was it to say, let's get a condom, put it up my nose, and pull it out my mouth? You're going to suffocate and die. I don't understand. And then here for our little other stupid challenge, probably the stupidest out of all of them, it's the fire challenge. No, you're not lighting something on fire. Well, you are lighting on something. You're lighting yourself on fire. Here's what you do here, and it is for teens. I forgot to mention that these challenges are specifically that teens do, or did, or still do. The fire challenge. What you get alcohol, and you pour it all over your body. First of all, these are teenagers. No alcohol. No. You gotta be 21. When you're 21, you're an adult, not a teenager. But you get alcohol, light it. Shut up. You get the alcohol, pour it over yourself, then set yourself on fire. Now, tell me, why? Why? It's stupid. You're just inflicting second or third degree burns on yourself. You're gonna probably die. And it's gonna be the most torturous death ever. And you're gonna die. And then everyone's gonna be like, oh, how'd he die? Well, he poured alcohol over himself and he light himself on fire. They were recording a video. That's what they were doing. It was funny till he died and wasn't breathing anymore. Yep. Like, it's stupid. It's seriously stupid. And I don't understand. Like, it's actually so stupid. All these challenges are stupid. Now, a challenge I find great, but people say it's terrible, is the Chubby Bunny Challenge. I'm like, there's no harm there. I mean, sure, you might suffocate due to the things you shove in your mouth, but I mean, it's funny. That one's funny. That one's hilarious. Okay. That one's funny. It's funny. Alrighty. So now, after all that, I have some questions that I will answer right now. Before that, actually, let me just say, it's finally on podcast on iTunes. I'm on iTunes now, so that's where you'll find all these. You can also find them on YouTube, which is where they'll always be forever. And oh yeah, and I apologize. I gave the wrong email, and the first podcast. It's not Speaking My Mind podcast at gmail.com. I lied. It's actually Logan's podcast at gmail.com. I completely forgot that's what I named it. And I'm pretty sure I said I think I was wrong on it too, and I was saying it in the first one. But that's what happened. Yeah. The Instagram's still right though. You know, you go follow that. It's Speaking My Mind podcast. It's where you can follow me, see what's going on, especially on my story, because I'll be asking questions, or you can ask me questions that I can answer on the podcast. So, you know, I'm not trying to Google questions. All right. So here we have a question. It says, what are some interesting things that's happened in high school so far? Now, high school, you know, just started. I'm only freshman. It's just about to end. But, you know, not really much interesting has happened, especially what I can think of right now. I mean, I don't know. We'll go back to that because I have to think about that. I got that question like 2 days ago, and I was thinking about it, but I forgot to remember it for now. So we'll go back to that. Here's another question here, and it says, how do you feel about books? What's your favorite book and why? I don't like books. Yeah, I don't like reading. It's just not me. You know, I'd rather be watching a movie than reading, you know? Or if it's a comic book, that's a completely different story there. See, comic books are awesome because, one, they have pictures. Picture books are awesome because that's not a lot of words. Yeah, it's kind of cool. And, you know, comic books, especially the Marvel comic books, are fantastic. I've only read a couple, but I have a lot. I just never read. I just don't read in general, unless, you know, I'm told to in English class. Even then, I still don't read. But when I was in 5th and 4th grade, I did read the Harry Potter series at least 6 times, 7 times maybe. I read Harry Potter a lot. I liked it. I had a giant Harry Potter phase at one point. It wasn't really a phase. It was just, I was obsessed with it for a while. I'm Ravenclaw, by the way. Just thought I'd also throw it out there on the subject of Harry Potter. But Harry Potter is a good book series, you know? It's a fantasy world and anything is possible. It's not like, oh, here's a nonfiction book where things that you can experience every day is being put in words. I don't need words. I can just go outside, right? When in Harry Potter, you can't go outside and see a giant hairy man with a thing taking lights away with a looks like a lighter, you know? And you don't see a dude flying in on a bicycle. All right? That's awesome. You don't see your aunt going into a giant balloon and flying off in the air. Like, come on, that's awesome. I can't go outside and see that. Might as well read it or watch the movie, which is even better. Another question, and the last question I have here. Who would you date? Considering this is a podcast and I don't know who's actually really listening, I can't really say a name. And I really don't know who specifically I want to date. But if I were to date someone, it'd have to be female because I'm not gay. No, yeah, believe it or not, I'm not gay. And yeah, not gay. So it'd have to be a girl. And from there, we'll see what happens. Not really much on the looks, more of the personality. Yeah, I'm that kind of person. Get over it. Catholic, by the way. So, yeah. Now, back to the interesting things that's happened in high school so far. This one is interesting. Wasn't fun, but it was sure as heck interesting. So, we got to first hour, and we're in there, and I go to a Catholic school, so my first class is a religion class. So we're downstairs, and everything just starts to progressively start to smell. And I think still it was the sewer problems because it smelled like sewer. It was terrible, and it lasted for about 2.5 hours. It was not fun. It smelled terrible, and it was throughout the entire school. It was not fun at all. It was sure as heck interesting, but not fun. And it smelled so bad. Really. It smelled really, really bad. So I think that's something I can say that's interesting in high school so far. Not much really interesting with me personally because, I don't know, nothing interesting really happened. I mean, got in a musical. That was fun, but I mean, I already said that in the last podcast episode. Ooh, it's raining outside. I can hear it. That's fun. I just got distracted. I'm sorry. So yeah, that's something interesting that happened in high school. You know what? You know what else has been going on too? The Does It Stick challenge. I don't know what it all works with, but I know that it works with a number 2 pencil. And I have one right here. And you're supposed to just press it on your wall, pull it up, and it sticks. But mine never sticks. Mine never stays. So, yeah, I need a mechanical pencil too. It's not working. See, it just fell on my floor. And I have to pick that up later, and I'm going to forget to. So, I don't understand how it works, and not really a challenge. I would say that's stupid because I already finished that segment of stupid challenges. But I just don't understand. Like, who went up to a wall and put a pencil on it? Or anything in that matter. I mean, who discovered it? Who? Who went up to a wall and just pressed something on it and pulled it up and it sticked? Probably Houdini. I mean, Houdini's probably a ghost in someone else's body right now, and he was like, look at this. Wow! Wow! So cool. I don't know how. I don't know the logic behind it. It's just something that's been on my mind. Because I see a lot of things. Yeah, people are things. I see people doing it all the time. And I'm like, why? Why? What have you achieved? Sure, you put a pencil on the wall, but at what cost? Heck, it probably scratched the wall. Probably wrote on it, too. Like, what are you going to do? You're just going to take it down and use it. And then you're going to lose it. I don't know. You know, the things people do today, it concerns me. Especially the music. The music today scares me. Because I remember back in the day, you know, when country music was good. You know, and I don't even like country music. But country music from back then, like, 50s, 60s, 1900s, that time, their country music was good, But now you have rap country. If that's what you want to call it? I don't know. That's not country. I mean, it is, but it's bad. And I don't care if I offend anyone in that either, because, I mean, what happened? It used to be so good. And again, I don't even like country music. But I found it good, And then listening to country music now, it sucks. It sucks. It just sucks. And then, hip-hop music today, I don't really know much, because I don't listen to music that people make today. In this day and age. I'm listening to, like, 90s music, 80s music, musical theater music, Disney music, That's good music. Because it is. There's no explanation. It's just good. But, today's music, there's some good songs. There's songs out there that, it's toe tapping. That kind of stuff. And I'm not really hearing much more of newer Christian music. But I mean, that's probably because I don't go on Pandora and listen to country music often. Or just turn on the radio and listen to music. But I feel like there's not a lot of Christian music being listened to or being made these days. I don't know. I really don't know if anyone's still making country music or not. I really don't. But did I say country music? Did I? I think I might have. I don't know what I'm saying. To be completely honest, I don't know what I'm saying. I just had free time and no one's at the house. Except for my brother, but he's in the other room doing quiet things. See, because where I live, we live with my grandparents because we do, right? So we're not the only ones who live with our grandparents. So it's my grandma and grandpa, my dad, then my uncle, then my cousin, then my brother, then me. That's 7 people in one house. Now after that, you're probably thinking, oh, so you probably got a big enough house. I mean, it has an upstairs, it has a basement. But in the basement, there's only 2 rooms. And my grandma likes to sew, so one of those rooms has to be a sewing room. So she took the smallest room to be her sewing room downstairs. Then upstairs, there's 3 rooms, the master bedroom and 2 other bedrooms. The 2 bedrooms my dad sleeps in, and the other one my uncle sleeps in. And the master bedroom's my grandma and grandpa because it's their house, It's going to be mine. It's going to be mine because I'm the favorite. It's going to go to me. If they die, it's going to go to me. But then, we're forgetting the other 3. Me, my brother, and my cousin. So we all share a room. For a room, it's bigger than a basic room would be. Now, unless you're rich and have a big room, you're like, oh, this is a normal room. Yeah, if you have a big room, imagine a smaller room. Like if you lived in an apartment. If you live in an apartment, take your room, make it wider, and the roof a little taller, and with 1 closet. That's the room we're sharing. Us 3 in the same room. We have our own beds. My cousin has the middle portion of the room. I have the far left side, and my brother has the right side where the door is. And then there you can see a total clean and dirty look in the room. You'll look when you walk in, it's a mess. But then as you progressively start to get to the left side where I'm at, then it just progressively gets clean. Unless I'm not in the mood to clean and just get lazy. Then, it's just dirty all throughout. But eventually it gets cleaned really quick and looks a lot nicer than it did before. And that doesn't last long, but it lasts a good amount of time. And then, so with all that, we're all in just a house together, and we have to live with it. So when I'm making podcasts, I have to really just kind of wait for people to be quiet and shut up. So, like today, it's I'm recording this on Wednesday, and there's just no one here. My cousin's at his mom's house. My brother's just in the other room. My dad's somewhere. I don't know where he's at, to be honest. And then my grandparents are watching Endgame. Yeah. Endgame was a good movie. I don't want to spoil it because it's not the 8th yet. Or is it the 10th? I'm pretty sure it's the 10th. Yeah, today's the 8th. I'll wait till the 10th. It's fine. It's fine. I'll spoil it then. So be ready for that, by the way. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've got there. Yeah, that's pretty much what I had to say for that. But anyhow, it's like I said in the first podcast, that I think I'm dying, but not literally dying. Just recently we figured out doctors know what's wrong. Some infection, I don't remember what kind of infection, but there's something there. And it's been 3 years, and it took them 3 years to find it. It annoys me. I'm still annoyed, but they found it, so it can be healed, finally. And I don't know how I feel about that. It's gonna be weird. And today was the first day I had to take the pills I got. I have to take 3 pills in the morning, and then 4 pills before I go to bed. But in order to take the pills in the morning, I have to eat food. And I haven't had breakfast in 3 years. And that's because I can't eat food in the morning because my stomach is really irritated. When something goes in, it's gonna come back out, or it's gonna stay in and come back out later. It's gonna go out my mouth. It's gonna be vomit. Yep. And that's what happened today. Today's Wednesday, so I had school. But we had a late start, so we didn't have to be there till 8:50. Alright, so I wake up at around 6:15 so my stomach can prepare for food. And with late starts, you're supposed to be able to sleep in, right? No, every late start we've had, except for the first 2, I haven't been able to actually have a late start because either of doctors or just in school activities. Mostly just a musical. It was just that one time. We had to perform for kids. It was fun. Everyone was tired, so that was fun too. But so doctors know what's wrong, so I have to take pills, like I said. In order to take the first pills, I have to eat food with it. So that wasn't easy. My dad made me oatmeal. It was plain oatmeal with some sugar in it. And it tasted terrible. It was terrible. And so when my stomach does feel better to eat food in the morning, I still don't think I'm gonna eat breakfast just because of what I'm eating right now in the morning. And today was the first day we took those pills too. So this was the first day I actually had to wake up early for my stomach to get ready for food. But my stomach was not ready for food, but I had to force feed myself some oatmeal. And it sucked. I go to school, I'm waiting in the commons where all the lunch tables are and stuff, and it's kind of just where I chill waiting for the first bell to ring to go to class. And I was sitting down, and I had my head lying on the table because sitting up hurt a lot. I started feeling sharp pains and stuff. It was not fun. Then I go to, we call it house. We have a whole community system in our school. I'm not going to get into that right now, but our house time is basically just homeroom. It's what it really is. And we're there for 15 minutes. I'm dying. This is not fun. I have to, try to make it through. I got through house pretty fine. I mean, it wasn't easy, and it hurt a lot. But I go out, and I'm like, frick. I go to the bathroom, I throw up. Disgusting, I know. It's vomit. Everyone vomits. Unless you're really healthy, then good for you. I wish I was you. But, and then I go home. And that's where we are now. It's 5. And I got home at 9:30. So I've been in bed about all day. It was not fun. Not fun. But, I don't know why. I only took 10 legit spoonfuls of oatmeal. And it's oatmeal. I mean, I'm expecting not to throw up at all. I'm just expecting, like, oh, my stomach's going to hurt all day, which is fine. It's not fine, actually, but I could go throughout the day with a hurt stomach. But, if I'm throwing up, I'm like, I'm going to throw up later. And surprisingly, I didn't. It was really surprising, actually. Really surprising. So on that note, I'm not feeling too good still. And I haven't been talking much all day until now. So here we are now. If my voice was really deep or sounds deep, that's why. Now you know. Now you know. So that's happening. That's good. I have pills now to help me. Yay! Good for me. Party poppers. Is that what those things are that you pull and it goes pop? And then confetti everywhere and it's a giant mess. I think that's what it is. It is raining really hard right now and I love it. I love the rain. I love rain. Rain's one of the only things that'll make me truly happy. One of the few things that'll really make me happy. Rain and tornadoes. I live in Kansas. I moved here about 9 months ago, I think. Maybe it was might have been 10 months or 11 months now I've been living here. I don't know. I'm losing track of time. But we haven't had a tornado. The first time we're on a tornado watch was just last Sunday. It was the first time we were put on a tornado watch ever since I moved here. I was like, all right, sweet. I'm sitting in front of my screen door watching rain while there's a tornado watch in the area. And when I should be downstairs in the basement under the stairs, expecting a tornado to come and hit us. No, I'm sitting in front of a glass door watching rain and lightning. Because that's what I would do. That's what I would do. And then everyone else, is just doing their own thing. Away from windows, kind of. I'm strange. Very strange. I love tornadoes. I love the rain. Love lightning and thunder. It's so much fun. I love it. It's great. One thing I don't like, though, is food. Yeah. Don't like food. Especially in the morning. Actually, I just don't like food in the morning. Yeah. Other than that, I love food. Food's great. Except for certain things, but I can't really think of what I don't like right now. But holy crap, it is raining hard. I'm downstairs in the room. And I can just hear it from upstairs. It's fantastic. I love it. Man, I love it. It's great. Man, I'm like, 20-some minutes in? About maybe almost 30 minutes into this? Holy crap. Good for me. Let's keep going. This will be fun. Look, we're having a great time together, aren't we? So let's go ahead and talk about some Catholic beliefs here. Because why not? It's a good topic to always be on, on our religion. Now, like I said, I'm Catholic. So, I believe in Jesus, Mary, all that stuff. Everything involved with them and the liturgical Catholic calendar. Believe in all that. I do. And then, let's say what if everything in my religion's wrong? Maybe not everything, but let's just say, my religion's wrong. What religion would I go to next? I'm like, okay, I'd be a Mormon. Who wouldn't be a Mormon? Being a Mormon sounds like fun. You'd go door to door saying, the musical, The Book of Mormon's fantastic. I love it. But you get to wear black pants, a white button-up shirt, short-sleeved, with a black tie. And you carry around your Book of Mormon. And you give it to people and convert them into being a Mormon. Isn't that fun? I would walk around like that anywhere, to be honest. That'd be so much fun if I were to change religions, if my religion was wrong in any way. That's what I would be. I would be a Mormon. That's the religion I would turn to. Because Mormon, that's just a fun name too, Mormon. I'm a Mormon. Isn't that fun? So, in the Bible, in the Catholic Bible, you have the four Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. And if I remember correctly, and I'm not stupid, John was the shortest book, I think. It was John or Luke. They were the smallest books. But Out of all the apostles that Jesus had, John was the last. He was the last one to die. And everyone else died a martyr. A martyr is someone who dies because of their belief. Like Peter, St. Peter. He died because he believed in Jesus. He believed that Jesus was the Savior. And everyone else is like, no, he's not. No, Ha! 2,000 years later, we proved you wrong, you jerks. So, all the apostles died being a martyr, except for, what's his name? Why can't I remember his name? Judas, that was his name, yeah. He committed suicide. He killed himself. So he died of suicide. But he's a saint. So is he in heaven? Because if all saints are in heaven, and I'm pretty sure he's considered a saint, but he commits suicide, which suicide's like a straight ticket to hell. So is he in... I bet you he's in internal and for eternity purgatory, right? Isn't that how that works? I don't know. I really don't know. It is a fun subject to talk about, just nice to start a little conversation with someone, It's like, hey, remember Judas, the guy who turned Jesus in? Yeah, he commits suicide, so he's in heaven or hell. I don't know. It's like a fun topic to be on, Not really fun, but it can kind of like give you a long discussion on things if you are trying to start a conversation with someone. I don't know. That's just there. It's back what I was saying. Everyone else is a martyr. All the apostles were martyred except for John. He lived to die of natural causes. Then he saw Jesus. Whoa. I know. John was cool. I don't know where I was going with this. I really don't. I'm just trying to use more time. To be completely honest, I don't know what to talk about. I really don't. I mean, nothing's really fun going on in my life, so I can't really talk about that. There's not much I can really talk about. You just gotta think about it, I already talked about stupid challenges. I answered a couple questions. Here's a question. My favorite NFL team. That's not a question, that's a statement. Is the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, they should have been in the Super Bowl, right? Right. They should have. But the Patriots cheated in the playoffs. And, see, no one wanted the Patriots to win, right? Because Patriots suck. They've had their glory. Chiefs have only been in 2 Super Bowls, the first and the fourth. First one they played against the Packers. Packers won. Then they played the Vikings in Super Bowl 4. The Chiefs won because Chiefs are awesome. Even though they've only been in 2 Super Bowls, Everyone else. Yeah, that's not the point. The Chiefs are great because we have Patrick Mahomes. And another thing I'm happy about. Jamal Charles signed back with the Chiefs for a day to retire with the Chiefs so that when he goes to the Hall of Fame, he'll be in the Hall of Fame for the Chiefs, which is awesome. How many times am I going to say Chiefs? Chiefs. That's a fun name. And it doesn't sound... after you say it a while, it doesn't sound like a word anymore. It's just like, what am I saying? Don't you love when that happens? Don't you just love when that happens? Still single. Still very much single. Still alone. Yep. Well, that's a good place to end right there, don't you think? Glad you were sticking through me with this 30-some minutes here. 34 minutes or some. Yeah, oh, it says right there. Look at that. It says right there on my screen where I'm at. 34:14, 34:15. See, I can just look right there. Huh. But, this is a good place to stop. For now. Because it's this far. And no one wants to hear me talk for more than 40 minutes. So, we're going to stop it. Hope you guys have enjoyed this podcast today. And once again, follow my Instagram at Speaking My Mind Podcast on Instagram. I said that right. Yeah, go follow it because then you can DM me things to do or talk about because I don't know what to talk about. This is still kind of new. Yeah. Then you can also, if you don't have Instagram, But everyone has a Gmail, surely. So you can Gmail me. Did I? Yeah, I just said Gmail. You can email me at loganspodcast@gmail.com. Do that if you want to give me ideas. Or, if you want to say that you like the podcast, but I like the podcast. And I'm probably the only one who really does. Truly. Because it's me. Because I find myself very self-centered. Like, if I talk about these things, people are going to find me very self-centered. I'm really not. I'm just funny. There I am again. See, that's funny. Alright. That's all. Alright. Don't do anything stupid. Goodbye.